Building an organization that consistently achieves the impossible requires moving at speeds that overturn decades of old engineering tradition. Elon Musk oversees Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, X, and XAI. He is a single individual pushing multiple unrelated industries past their assumed limits. Analyzing his calendar for morning routines or time management hacks won't reveal the engine behind this output. Those tactics fail to explain why he is willing to bet his entire net worth on a single rocket launch. Every decision he makes is anchored to a civilizational mission. This scale of purpose changes his relationship with risk. When a mission is small, betting the company is reckless. But when the mission is ensuring the survival of human consciousness, massive risk is the logical price of entry. In most companies, leaders gravitate toward what is comfortable. They work on visible, political tasks or optimize things that are already functioning. To achieve extreme outcomes, you have to ignore those distractions. Progress requires identifying the bottleneck. You ask, what is the single limiting factor holding back the entire system right now? You don't improve everything equally. You attack the specific blockage. This is a view of the Falcon 1 rocket. When SpaceX was founded, the limiting factor preventing space exploration wasn't a lack of engineering talent. The bottleneck was the raw cost of an orbital launch. At Tesla, the mission required making electric cars accessible. The bottleneck was not the battery chemistry or the car's design. It was the cost and scale of manufacturing. You cannot solve a systemic blockage from a boardroom. True operators physically and operationally relocate to wherever progress is stuck. Solving these bottlenecks requires breaking a problem down into its absolute raw atomic parts. This is first principles thinking. You look at a rocket and ask, what is the raw material cost of the aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber? The gap between the absolute base cost of those raw materials and the final price you are currently paying is the idiot index. A high idiot index proves a system is inefficient. It shows you are paying for layers of artificial markup or outdated rules. Your company's idiot index isn't hiding in aerospace steel. It is hiding in bloated workflows, excessive vendor costs, and legacy meetings. Accepting an inherited assumption is the most expensive mistake any organization can make. Once the bottleneck is identified, the next step is to apply maniacal urgency. You compress project timelines to force creativity and intensity. Normal corporate urgency results in a committee meeting. This system turns urgency into immediate physical motion. When traffic became unbearable, the response was to call the engineers and start digging. But this velocity creates friction. A system designed to achieve the impossible inflicts a human cost. It demands constant emergency mode, resulting in a psychological burden and burnout for teams. You can extract the functional code of the system without cloning the destructive habits of its creator. Leaders can responsibly install this operating system into their organizations by following a specific set of rules. Rule 1. Choose a mission large enough to justify the pain. Rule 2. Isolate your core bottleneck instead of trying to fix everything at once. Rule 3. Kill inherited assumptions with first principles. Rule 4. Move closer to the operational problem. Rule 5. Compress your project timelines to force creativity. Rule 6. Calculate the idiot index of your most expensive processes. Rule 7. Launch actions before the perfect plan is drafted. Rule 8. Build systems that slash costs while increasing access. Rule 9. Take the first major risk yourself to rally the team. Rule 10. Model the traits of success without worshiping the person. These rules decouple the operational genius of the system from the chaos of the creator. Where is your organization moving too slow? Where are you protecting your comfort over the mission? Identify what you are calling impossible simply because you refuse to challenge the current way of doing things. Stop negotiating with your bottleneck.